Alright, what is up, y'all? We are here for PBL Week 3 versus Jetman99 and his Outback Komala. I'm gonna go ahead and apologize because this is up like almost an entire week late. Like by the time this video goes up, there will be another PBL video going up in like 2 or 3 days. So yeah, unfortunate. That's my bad. We had some recording issues. I don't have a capture card, so I have to rely on other people to do that. And yeah, I kind of fucked that one up. So my bad. But we are here. So if you look at his team, he's got just a kind of a disgusting team. Not a lot of Mons, which helps because some of these teams in the PBL have like 43 and a half fucking Pokemon, and it's a lot to build for. But he's got the Pex, Tran, Lottie, Azu, Mega Manectric, Crocodile, Torn, Komala, Mesprit, and Lycanroc midday. And looking at his team, Mega Manectric is a huge threat, obviously, because he will be terrain boosted, and I need to not let him fucking destroy me. So there's that. Also, he has the Crocodile, which can kind of just, like if it's Intimidate and Bulky, it's a problem, because, like, all of my things want to try to set up in its face, and he can just, like, Intimidate, switch me with Intimidate, what's it called? Intimidate, Shuffle me with that and the Manectric. And, Torn isn't a huge threat, Mesprit could be annoying, but, you know, so, but looking at it, Toxapex Heatran is just no fucking fun to deal with. Luckily, both of those things are weak to ground, as well as the Mega Manectric is also weak to ground, and the Lycanroc is also weak to ground. So, looking at that, some ground type spam is looking to be a little bit clean this game. So, we got the Chiroman here with E-Belt, 3 attacks, Substitute on there. Originally this was going to be Life Orb, it does a little bit more damage, but I figured I can bluff the Scarf a little easier if I don't actually go for sub. And then, you know, if I'm trying to bluff the Scarf, then I can go for sub to potentially scout for a turn or whatever. If I get Chiron behind a sub, it just kind of gets at least one kill. Kind of a standard spread. I just needed a little bit of speed for Crocodile, and then Ice Beam for stab, Fusion Bolt, because even with max special attack and little to no physical attack investment, it's still higher than the special attack if I'm a hasty nature, which is hilarious. So, potentially terrain boosted Fusion Bolts are going to be cool, and then Earth Power hits a lot of stuff on his team like we just talked about. Next, we have the Pickle here, and this thing is actually disgusting versus him. Like, looking at his team, other than Manectric, I don't think anything breaks it without having Taunt. Unaware is amazing, so he can't necessarily just BD up with Azu and go for the win. He can't, you know, SD with Lycanroc, stuff like that. And this also helps with the potential Moxie Crocodile, because Earthquake is doing like 35% to this bulky boy here. So hopefully I can keep my Rocky Helmet and not get it knocked off. But even if it does, it's still the Pickle, you know. It ain't dying. But Taunt is a huge problem for this mon, so I almost ran the Mental Herb or whatever the fuck it's called, but I didn't. We're just gonna have to switch around and hope he doesn't taunt us. But Soak Recover is so we can toxic the Toxapex, the Heatran, stuff like that. And then Recover, obviously, for, you know, health, and then Baton Pass to keep up momentum. This thing's disgusting. I want to Toxic all the things on his team, and just kind of just let it sit, and I can just kind of sit there and click Recover. And yes, that is annoying, but hey, man, I'm out here trying to catch these W's, so, like, you gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah. Next, we have Tapu Koko with the Electrium Z, Young Nosebeers here, with Roost, Calm Mind, 2 attacks, dual stab, is pretty fucking good versus him, man. With the Electrium Z, I break through most of the stuff on his team that aren't named Crocodile or unevolved Mega Manectric. It's a regular Manectric is what that's called. But then Dazzling Gleam is also pretty good to hit stuff like said Mega Manectric. It can hit the Crocodile super effectively, so that's clean. So as long as we don't get scarfed and die, that should be fine. Then next, so just kind of to make sure we don't lose to our own electric terrain, we have our Lightning Rod Marowak here. It gets Will-O-Wisp, Shadow Bone, Earthquake, and Flame Charge. I don't know what that word was I said before Will-O-Wisp. I think I tried to say it gets, and then I kind of half-assed it. I don't know, man. But this thing puts in work versus him, man. Nothing on his team wants to switch into this. Now, I don't have, other than Flame Charge, I don't have a good Fire Stab, so something like Crocodile can't eat a hit and kill the fuck out of me, but I got Wisp for that thing. So if he wants to try to switch this in on a potential Fire move / Shadow Bone or all that stuff, then it's gonna take a burn, and then it can't kill me with the Pursuit Trap once it's burned, so that's cool. But basically, I was looking through Mega Manetric's fucking move pool, and it's a really shallow move pool, right? You have to run electric move. Usually you're going to run 2 electric moves. You're going to want Thunderbolt and Volt Switch, so that's already 2 move slots potentially. Then he's probably going to want Overheat or Flamethrower. Just obviously, I mean, you need some coverage, man. So there's those. It does get something like Signal Beam, which could potentially come because I do have the Claydol as well as the Tangela. But the fire move would probably hit the Tangle anyways. But I was looking at it, and it actually gets Snarl. So I was looking at my 2 electric immunities here, and I realized they both take super effective damage from Snarl. So I'm really fucking hoping he doesn't have that. We'll have to fucking see though. I don't think he would, but if he does, we're kind of dick out of luck because I'm kind of counting on Marowak here to force the switch versus Mega Manetric. Next, we have our Color Berry Claydol. This is just so that we can take a hit from the Crocodile, we can take a knockoff from the Azu, knockoff from the Torn, all that stuff. We ain't dying, you know. We are just max Spadef because this will also very much help with the Mega Manetric. So even if he does have the Snarl, we got the Colbert. We're max Spadef. He's not going to take too much from that, you know. Stealth Rock, Rapid Spin, Earth Power, Signal Beam, because Signal Beam hits the Crocodile as well as the Latias, which I don't know if I'm going to stay in and Signal Beam the Latias because he can Calm Mind to my face. But yeah, we have it on there just in case we need to pick it off or something. And then last but not least, we have our Speedy once again Adamant Mega Scizor. Hold on, we can let me just. Y'all ever do this? You can rather than go and reselect the whole mon, you can just put Mega, and it'll cool, right? If you didn't know that, that's a thing. Shoutouts to one of Envy's videos back in the day for showing me that. But Max Attack Mega Scizor ain't nothing to play with. It's like Wu-Tang Clan, man. It's just oof. Little bit of HP helps me take hits a little bit better, and we have speed, so that I believe no speed Heatran or Heatran with speed for man. This battle was like almost 2 weeks ago now, so I don't fucking know. But I was in case he had speed on his Heatran for something on my team, and I'm trying to remember what that was, and I don't actually know. But anyways, basically, I think this shit outspeeds Heatran, so we can kill it with a superpower once we have SD up. We don't actually have recovery this week, which is unfortunate, but this thing still eats hits for days, so I can SD up, and Bullet Punch can fucking destroy this man if he lets Mega Manetric go down as well. Like, if he has Toxapex Heatran, it's obviously a problem, but I U-turn out on those, and I can kill the Heatran with superpower, and I can U-turn out on the Toxapex. That lets me bring in multiple different kinds of Pokemon on him, so we'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's going to be the team. Let's go ahead and jump into the battle. So here we are with the battle. As you can see, he brings the Mega Manetric, the Crocodile, the Latias, the Azu, the Lycanroc, and the Torn, so a pretty offensive team. He could have, defensive investment or something like that on the Lottie as well as the Crook, but we'll have to do some scouting and see what's going on with that. And like usual, it's way too fucking loud, so we're going to put this at about 40%, and we're going to hope for the best. So he's going to lead off with Spike here, which is the Mega Manetric. Probably predicting my Coco lead, he just wants to get that terrain immediately, but yeah. So Nosebeers is going to set off this Electric Surge, and yeah, so I was sitting here, man, I was debating my ass off here what I was going to go for, and I don't remember if it's turn 1 or turn 2, but I actually misclick, which is super unfortunate, but we'll have to go back and watch. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've watched this. I apologize again for not exactly knowing what's going on, but look at Mega Manetric's toenails. What the fuck? And he reveals Snarl turn 1. So he's going to lower my special attack. That's some baby back bullshit. And now I do next to nothing to him with Dazzling Gleam. That's going to do about maybe 35% if even. And he's going to go for the Overheat. I meant to click Calm Mind here, which might have been a misplay. Or no, I meant to click Roost here, but I actually clicked Dazzling Gleam. And he fucking takes next to no damage. He's at -2, but yeah, I want to save this guy because I still have my Electric Terrain setter kind of thing, and I still have my Electrium Z, so that's clean. So he's going to go for the Volt Switch. You can't do that. I am a very, very big Marowak right now with Lightning Rod. So he's already revealed the Snarl. I think he's going to switch into Crook here. So I went ahead and throw off a Wisp. But he stays in and goes for the Snarl, which does good damage to me, which is unfortunate. So we're going to throw off the Wisp. At least this thing's going to take some chip. And he is at -2 special attack, so at least he's not doing that much damage to me, you know? But he's in range of a flame charge now, if I'm not mistaken, after burn damage, so that'll be cool. He's going to go for the Snarl again, and the fact that he's giving me this, I thought was odd, because once this thing is gone, I have the fastest Pokemon on the field, barring Scarfers, and that's I like that a lot. So we're going to take out the Spike with Flame Charge, and I think it's a Alola Marowak's first kill. Shoutouts to Alola Marowak for being badass. But yeah. So now he's going to go into Liability of the Crocodile. Now, if he wants to go for Pursuit, that'd be a really good play, but the way he brought it in, with no Intimidate, I feel like he's going to be Scarf. So I'm going right to the motherfucking Pickle. If he wants to knock me off, he's going to take some chip. If he wants to Earthquake, we'll see about the damage, but he does just go right for the knockoff. And that does, it does some damage to young Pickle, but he's going to take some chip as well. So we got off the one round of chip, which is nice. So he's going to go and go ahead and withdraw. And go out into Lights On the Lycanroc. So I'm going to go for the Recover. And the fact that he went into Lycanroc, I was like, what? Like, huh? I don't know if he wants to just set up his Stealth Rocks and maybe taunt me, so I'm actually going to switch out and fearing the taunt and go right back into Marowak because it's kind of a sack at this point, and if I let him get up Stealth Rocks for free, this thing's just it's not gonna die, but he's gonna be it's so slow that it's put in range of any attack ever. So at least he has to hit a Stone Edge, but he actually has a Stealth Rock, which is probably a smart bring, and that doesn't have a chance to miss. So I was like, well, there's Marowak, wasted. So we can go into Claydol here. I don't think this man's gonna want to take an Earth Power. I can go for the Rapid Spin. He has no Ghost type on his team. I had to confirm that, but he does not have Rapid Spin on his team. I mean, Gold type. Well, Gold type? I said Gold because so, I'm retarded. I am sorry. He doesn't have a whatchamajigger. Ghost type. That's what it was. So now he's in with Goldfinger. He took a little bit of chip. I'm gonna go for my Stealth Rocks, and I actually outspeed Azu, which is pretty funny because he could either bring like an offensive ass. Like Speedy set or a offensive ass bulky set, and it looks like he's the bulky set. So he takes out my Claydol in one hit. That boy is choice banded as fuck, and now I'm in here with Scizor, and it's looking like we get to click SD. So I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this next turn fucking sucks. This was fucking crucial, and I am like remembering now just how upset I was with this. So my dumbass is in here with Scizor. I forget to fucking Mega Evolve. I lose out on all that extra bulk. This man stays in and clicks Play Rough versus my Mega Scizor. So, not only that, but I get a crit. He gets a crit. I get crit. And Mega Scizor is fucking basically wasted. So, I kind of just set up 2 SDs for free right there. I have rocks up. I just straight up won it at +4 with Mega Scizor. I was actually up the fuck set because now fucking Bullet Punch doesn't kill the Azu because he's bulky. It gets kind of close. Yeah, it takes him to red, but it does not. He doesn't miss a Play Rough, which, happens. So, like I said, that turn fucking sucked. That was a waste of a Mega Scizor. I didn't get a single kill. I think Mega Scizor was up there in the kill leaders list at some point, but it is no longer. But we don't have rocks on the field. That gives me this guy again. So at least I can go for the Dazzling Gleam. If he wants to give me this, that's fine. That means he can't Choice Banded Aqua Jet sweep me in the end, so that's cool. That's all fine and dandy. So, Azu goes down. I think it is 4-5 right now. So he's going to go into Liability. Once again, I'm pretty sure this thing is Choice Scarfed at this point. No, it's 3-4, that's what it is. So I'm going to go ahead and switch right the fuck on out of there. Go into the Pickle. I have a thing for this. And I think he just goes for EQ. Yeah. He's going to go for EQ. It's going to do a pretty decent amount to the Pickle, but like, I'm still the Pickle. That took right at a little over 60 damage. So basically, I have to recover up. I kind of wanted to click Baton Pass, and I'm pretty sure I clicked recover. Yeah, good. I didn't misplay. Yay, shaded. So we're going to recover up, and things kind of get a little stally here. So he's going to keep just clicking Earthquakes. I can kind of stall him out of Earthquakes if I really want to. Although I have the same amount of recovers as he does Earthquakes. But yeah, so I'm going to go for the Toxic. Get this guy nice and Toxic. I kind of thought he would switch out on that turn, honestly. I really did. Because if this thing dies, then Coco just kind of wins. So he's going to go for the Earthquake again. I think last time he did like 63 points of damage, so he gets a slightly lower roll this time. We're gonna get that recover off, and it is time. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize again for these next like 10 turns or so, because it's the pickle, man. I gotta do what I gotta do to keep this man healthy. It's not my win con at this point, but he's definitely helping in the late game. So he's gonna switch out a liability, go to lights on, and take a little bit of rocks damage, you know, all that fun stuff. So if he was Sash Lead or something, then at least that's broken. So we're going to recover up again, and he's in with Lycanroc like we said. I think I just clicked Toxic here, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so he's going to set up his own Stealth Rocks, which funnily enough, Coco actually lives Stealth Rocks. At this point in the game, I was like, fuck, my Coco's dead. I think I kind of just lose now because Coco is dead to rocks, but no, I think I live rocks with like 5 HP, so that's cool. So as long as I can take care of this fucking Lycanroc, we should be fine and dandy. So he starts spamming Fire Fang, I guess just trying to go for the burn flinch. He gets a crit again, but that's fine. He's already poisoned. I kind of predicted him to swap out and you know, try to start Calm Minding up or do something with Latios there, but he doesn't want to switch out. He wants to give me this. He wants to eliminate his last remaining form of priority. That is fine with me. I just need to keep the pickle healthy, basically. Also, I start realizing here this might come down to how many recovers I have. Luckily, I did make sure to PP max all of my thing. Call me PP max. PP Maximilian. He's just gonna go for Fire Fang. He's just trying to fucking burn me. I remember being in this battle, and I was like, does he not have fucking Stone Edge? So he had Stealth Rock, a Cell Rock, Fire Fang, and did we see another move? I don't think so. This man might not have had Stone Edge. I feel like we saw another move, and I just am stupid. But he actually goes down, so Lycanroc is done. Awesome. So now I believe he's going to go to Torn. Yep, Gas Bag. Take some Stealth Rocks damage, and that's all fine and dandy. So the pickle here is looking pretty important. I'm going to swap out. I feel like he probably just blows his Z Hurricane load here. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just sack Kyurem. But he goes for not Z Hurricane here. He goes for the Tailwind, which is a really cool bring. Shoutouts to him for bringing that, because that's awesome. Because this basically means I gotta stall out 4 turns before I can win with Coco. So he's gonna swap out. He's gonna go into Liability. I guess predicting me to be, or fearing me to be Scarf. And I'm just going to go for the Ice Beam. I am Expert Belt, I am not Scarf, and that kind of works out in my favor because that means his Scarfer is gone. Now, Coco is the fastest thing once the Tailwind goes out. So he's going to go into Lottie and do some stuff, right? So he can drop a Draco, he can try to drop a Draco, but we do avoid the fucking Draco, and we get the kill on Lottie with Kyurem here. So that's unfortunate. I might have just lost if he hit that Draco, although, because like I would have to stall out Tailwind turns with the pickle, and it does get a little risky, so I don't know. So he does have to blow his Z load here, although if I'm not mistaken, I don't remember the calcs off the top of my head, but I think I had a chance to live the Z move as long as I clicked recover, but rocks were up too, so I'm not exactly sure. And I mean with the pickle, not with this, because this is going to blow me away. He's going to Sky Strike. Torn is just an angry bird with titties. And look at him. Look at him. Jesus. Done. The biggest, blackest Kyurem is not around to live another day. So the Tailwind peters out, which is clean because that means I can bring in Nose Beers. And yeah. So we take nice 3, down to nice 3, and he has his both of his forms of priority are now dead. I outspeed this, and just in case he was like a super spit F set, I went ahead and just threw off my Z move. Also for animation purposes, because I like seeing the Z moves. He just got to use his on me. I wanted him to use mine on him. You know, it's only fair. So we are just gonna go for the Gigavolt Havoc and take out this Torn. I know he already showed his Z move, but in the moment, I was like, man, if this T-Bolt doesn't kill for some reason after I expertly dodged that Draco, then I'm gonna be upset. So we just off the Z move, terrain boosted Z move. That kills like at least 2 Torns, I'm assuming. So yeah, we win versus Jetman99, and it's really unfortunate that we did that we dodged that Draco. I mean, it's unfortunate for him, but as far as I'm concerned, Scizor going down like that was way more unfortunate because I kind of just won right there, so I'm not actually too upset about it. But yeah, good game to Jetman99. That was a pretty hacksy game. I hope I get to play him again later on in the season in the playoffs, and we not and it not go down like that, like not be super hacksy, because I think he's got a cool team, and I like playing teams that I fucks with like that. So yeah, definitely check him out. His video went up on time, like last fucking week, so check out that if you haven't already. I'll leave the link to his video in the description if I remember. So go ahead and like, go ahead and subscribe, do all that bullshit, and I will see you guys in like 2 or 3 days with the next PBL video. Bye forever.